Alright, final track guide of the season at the worst possible championship deciding track, Phoenix. NASCAR picked this track more than likely to get their manufactured 2-lap shootout from an undeserving caution that's going to crown an undeserving champion because of a 12-ride finish that took out the real champion. Or in this case, last week that took out the real champion because it's a flawed point system and everything that could go wrong in just one race completely destroys your entire season, but that's a whole argument for another video. Keys to the race car: number 1, tires, mostly the rears because you can light them up on the exit of 2 or 4, and it used to be only 4 you would light them up, but now 2 is pretty loose with this set, which is a pretty fun set. Number 2, I guess, would be it's a short track that races a lot like a bigger track, which is sort of road coursey in a way. Don't know how to explain it. I'll see the braking. I guess number 3 goes back on number 2. It's a short track. People are going to dive bomb, drive like jackasses, 12 wide, wrecking here on the dog leg. It's just a whole bunch of carnage set up to fail. So that's pretty much it. Don't know what else to say about it. We're just going to do the lap, and I guess I didn't mention it. I'm going to do 2 laps. One in 93-degree track temp, and one in 82 because the A fixed and NIS fixed are different times. So let's just get to that, I guess. Well, I guess we'll get to pit road, then we'll get to that. Alright, so we're making our way to pit road. Just brake like normal, then downshift to 3rd, pretty much in the middle of that. Get off the track and all the way to these yellow cones and slow down to 45 miles per hour. All the way down pit road. This will take an eternity if I just wait. So we fast forward it. You see the green cones here. Accelerate, see between the yellow line and the white line. You'll find your blue cone. There you go. Alright, so fixed setup, fixed weather. As I mentioned, I do these mostly NIS first. So I use the weather from that. That's what gave me the track tip at 93. Fixed setup, only move the steering ratio to a 12-to-1 from a 10, because that's just what I like. Yeah, move the offset to compensate, and 63 brake bias. So this first lap is going to be a little bit slower because it's in a hotter track temp. And then the next lap I'll show will be in the cooler track temp, so let's see how this was done. And there we have it for a 26.8. And then we'll show the next lap, which should be 26.7, I think, or 6. 26.6, so we're a little bit quicker. Alright, the second lap now, the cooler track conditions. And there we have it for a 26.6. Alright, as you saw in both cases, the rear end was not very happy. Driving styles are more or less identical, I guess. But we're going to take a look at the hotter one here. Just because I think more of it will translate. So we'll make our way into 1 after we get a good launch out of 4. You can still see it's the old configuration. Kind of forgot to mention that. Now here's where I'm braking pretty much right as I approach this 2 cone. That's when I get hard on the brakes. And I'm braking into the corner, but once I start turning in more, I start releasing the brake more and more, as usual. Once I get to the yellow line, though, I'm off it, letting it roll just till I can get back to the throttle. Right there, and here's where the fun starts because it gets kind of loose. Which you can see on exit. I'm really fighting the car. Had to use the throttle there to manipulate it, and that's something I forgot in the keys of the race card. Throttle control. So you can cut the dogleg there if you want. I usually don't that much. Into 3, we're braking a little bit later. You can see I'm already alongside the 2 cone. And we're going to brake pretty hard in between the 1 and 2 marker here. You can see right there, hard on the brakes. Get it again to the yellow line. Once you're there, let it roll, which I did prematurely, and it wouldn't turn, so I had to kind of let it drift up so I can get a good exit off. Again, throttle control is key here. I start accelerating full throttle around those 2 dots back there on the inside edge, and there you go. Alright, that's it for this track guide. Probably not the best one I've done, but a lot of things going on, and next year I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with these track guides. I'm going to continue them, but, you know, I'll probably expand more vehicles. And from here until then, I guess I'll do some other stuff unrelated to iRacing, but yeah. Anyways, Sim Racing Chewy sign.